In this video tutorial, what I want to do is go over or provide a brief introduction to the course management system that we're going to be utilizing for all of my classes that I teach, whether they be computer science classes or real estate classes. Now this course management system is called Desire2learn, and in order to get into it or access it, you just move your mouse pointer over here under Desire2learn on the main Sacramento City College website and click the link. And in here you're going to notice that it's going to require two pieces of information for you to log in. It's going to require a username and a password. Down below here you're going to see that your username should start out with a W followed by your student identification, or in some cases your employee ID number. Then your password, and by the way, this username and password is the same identical username and password that you've used to log in to register for the class that you use in these services. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to log in. Now I have a special account. It's kind of like I'm telling you it has to proceed with a W, but you're going to say, why is he doing an S? It's because this is a special account that I set up to just be able to, if you will, so that I can view my classes like a normal student would. So I'm going to start and log in. It's going to be S, and then after that I'm going to put my password in. And you'll notice when I put this in, instead of seeing any letters here, it's like all passwords where they're kind of blocked out. They'll either normally be asterisks or dots. And the reason why is because in case somebody's standing behind you, if they saw your username and a password, they'd be able to log in your system. So it's sort of a protection from somebody observing, say, over your shoulder while you're logging in. So go ahead and log in. And once you get in, you'll notice that over on this left-hand side you have a thing called My Settings, and this is how you set yours up. For example, I have a picture of myself here, which I would recommend is a good idea for all students, so people know what you look like, your fellow students do, because that'll show up you know, in your courses. And then the account settings or whatever is located right here. In the middle is your what we call My Courses, and you'll see I have a lot of courses here. These are all the different courses that I'm teaching in the fall semester, but you might be just taking Real Estate 300 or you know, Real Estate 380 or you know, CISC 323, which is a Linux class. So whichever class it is, you just click on the link. Over here on the right hand side, just want to point out is some news, and this applies to the whole entire system, and they'll talk about scheduled downtime. So you want to keep this in mind, that all computer systems have to have a point in time where they bring the system down, do some form of maintenance, and they're telling you when they do this, and that's located right here. And if memory serves me correctly, I think if they're having some other problems, they may be giving you information here. Like for example, if they had some problem with it and they had to bring the system down for a while, they'll tell you what that is located right here. So you know that there's not something really kind of going wrong. But I believe this is mainly for scheduled maintenance. Now I'm going to pick one of my classes, which is Real Estate 300, and all of my classes when I did this are set up so they all look the same. In other words, the menu systems are the same, everything else. The only thing that's different is the content. That's the only thing that's different. So up here at the top you'll see where we have Sacramento City College. This just means fall 2013. It's Real Estate 300. It's an online class. That's my name, and this just tells me which class it is, because I could have several classes, for example, several Real Estate 300 classes, so it's a way for me to identify which class is which. Down below we have what we call Course Home, and Course Home is where you're going to see news. And what I do with news is every time I have something new, like for example if I'm posting a quiz, I'll always say that I've posted the quiz and that it's available. And then I also make a copy of this news and send it out to all the students via email. So you'll see the news section goes down. It has a lot of information in it depending upon the posting. And then, not that I have anything turned on right now, but if you were looking at something and wanted to see all the items, say something that happened a number of weeks ago, you knew it was there but you couldn't find it, you just click this and it will show all of the news items. Going up from there, the next thing would be the content area. And underneath the content area, this is just general information where we can have, like for example, I have instructor introduction, I have course orientation information, I have the course outline, I have, there's a link to a video called How to Prepare for Your Career. So I have all of this located in this section. You just click on that link to open it up and review it. The next thing is discussions. Under discussions, I have in all of my classes one discussion board, which is students helping students. And what you do is you log in here, and then you would go ahead and introduce yourself. So for example, if I was taking the class, I'd say, hi, my name is Pat Hogarty. I'm taking this class because I want to be a real estate agent, and then say something else about me. I'm working at REI Sports Store, and I plan on starting a real estate career in the next year or 6 months or whatever. So that's the point of that, and that's so that everybody knows who everybody else in the class is, and that people can post things here and have fellow students help each other solve problems. We do have something here called Dropbox where assignments can be posted, and I believe right now in all of my classes I'm not using this, but I didn't want to change the structure of the site because I wanted them all to look the same. But this is something called Dropbox where you would be able to post things if I asked you to. This is for quizzes. So right now all I have is the orientation quiz, but as time goes by you'll see quizzes. As each quiz is deployed, it will have a list that will go down, and at the end of the class it'll go all the way down to the final exam. Next thing I want to point out is we have a grade book. So this is where you're able to go in here and check and make sure that your grade has been posted. Very important. Anytime you take a quiz, an online quiz, it's going to automatically be graded and be posted. Discussion boards or any other items that I may have would be things that I have to look at, and it takes me a while to maybe go through 40, 50, 60 people to read what needs to be graded. So in that case, once I've done that, I'll normally send an email out and say I've posted the grades for, say for example, the student helping student discussion board. And then finally, or over here, you'll see that we have student resources. So you have, if you need help, the library, just other things. And I would recommend that you just go through here and review this and become familiar with what is available. And then of course when you get ready to log out, you just click this button and you're able to log out and be completely out of the system, and then you're back to the login screen for Desire to Learn. So anyway, this provides a brief overview of how to log in, what's generally in the Desire to Learn website for each class, and I recommend that you go in there, look through everything so you know where everything is located.